Friends, I hope you had a great Easter. I hope the Easter bunny came and left you some eggs and maybe a little bit of chocolate. It was so pretty outside. I hope you got outside in your backyard. Um, Today, I'm going to read a story because we're going to start talking about habitats. And a habitat is where animals live. What kind? And so we're going to be talking about all different kinds of habitats. But I always start out this uh, topic with a book called The First Forest. And it's written by John Guile, illustrated by Tom Heflin. Okay, and this is a fiction story. This isn't nonfiction. I also have another one I might read later this week called Our Living Forests to talk about all the different forests. This one is nonfiction. Fiction, nonfiction. So here is The First Forest. The First Forest. If you wonder in winter when you walk in the snow why some trees stand naked while cold north winds blow, a lot of trees lose their leaves. This is a made-up story of why that happens. Come with me to a woodland I know where the first trees were made long, long ago. To get there, just place your hands over your eyes and imagine a tree, any shape, any size. A muscular monster in leafy disguise. Or a short, chubby shrub with a prickly surprise. Then imagine another and do it again. Keep imagining trees just as fast as you can. Before long, you'll arrive if you follow my plan in the first forest where all tree making began. So all the different kinds of trees, and here's the tree maker. The tree maker made the first trees with great care, with their roots in the ground and their limbs in the air. He gave them strong trunks and green clothes to wear, and made certain that all that they needed was there. Look, you can see animals digging down and using the tree for homes too. He let each tree choose what it would become, a spruce or a maple, a pine or a plum. There were hundreds of choices they could pick from, and each choice was sure to be pleasing to some. So they got to pick what kind of tree they wanted to be. The tree maker saw that his first forest was good and was pleased as his trees shared their new brotherhood. So all was good, all the trees were getting along. He helped each tree learn how to grow as it should, changing water and sunlight and soil into wood. Look, and here's the plant life, the tree's life, from a seed to a sprout to a seedling to a tree. Each day in the forest was happy and peaceful as each day each tree grew more stately and graceful. So they're all getting along, everything's good. Till one sad day, greed, all spiteful and hateful, created a scene nothing short of disgraceful. If the sun makes me grow, some heard one tree say, I'll be the biggest and best if I catch every ray. So he stretched out his limbs and shoved others away, and the peace of the forest was ended that day. Kind of like us, sometimes we get a little bit greedy and then things go bad. We try to take everything. Soon other trees followed that tree's lead like sheep. They pushed and they shoved, making wounds that went deep. Broken limbs and dead leaves were knocked off in a heap. It was so sad it made the willow trees weep. So all that fighting and then destroyed the beautiful forest. When the tree maker came to his forest that night, his beautiful trees were an ugly sight. They were twisted and bare and shaking with fright, except for a few that stayed out of the fight. The sight of the mess made the tree maker mad, but the plight of his tree made the tree maker sad. His heart broke in two, he felt so bad when he thought of the beauty his trees once had. So he's sad that they started fighting over the sun. Slowly he started to clean up the mess that had changed his woods into wilderness. He chased away greed and selfishness and bound up each wound with tenderness. So even though he was mad and sad, he went and he helped them and made them feel better. Then the tree maker did what was hardest of all. He punished the trees that took part in the brawl. He ruled that the selfish ones, big and small, would lose every leaf from their limbs every fall. He said, if you're going to fight, then you're going to have to lose your leaves. He rewarded the trees that stayed calm and serene, while others were being selfish and mean, with a promise that they would remain evergreen through summer and winter and seasons between. So see, this is a made-up story of why trees lose their leaves. Is that really why? No, but it's a great story to help teach us a lesson. That's why in the winter when you walk in the snow, some trees stand stark naked while cold north winds blow. Circle story, we're back to that same picture. But each spring, the tree maker lets his love show when he gives back their beauty and makes new leaves grow. And I was outside in my yard and I started to see all my trees are starting to bud. And look, I love this last page. This is facts from the author. It's a note from the author, but look how he made it in the shape of like half of a tree. It says that he wanted children and adult readers to come away with a more generous, trusting, sharing spirit. And it reminds us that greed and selfishness are harmful and that peace and harmony are much better. So it's kind of like an Aesop fable. So, but he says at the bottom, in spring, we will have succeeded because new ones will come. So that's just an introduction to our topic of habitats. And tomorrow I'll read the nonfiction one for you guys. All right. Have a great day. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.